Last week, I want to remind you, well, in the weeks that we've been here, we have been studying hope. And hope is the worst thing is never the last thing. And how do we know that? How do we know that? We know that because Jesus was resurrected. That's how we know that. And then there's a second placard that I have for you today. And it's for this day. Our lesson today is, I can give people hope when I give what I have. I can give people hope when I give what I have. All right, so we've got that. Do you remember last week, we read in the Bible that Nehemiah studied the walls of Jerusalem so he could make a plan to rebuild it. Do you remember that? And if you don't remember it, you can always go back on Facebook and you can listen to that little time of children. Well, this week, we learned that he had the tools to find hope. So I'm going to read again from Nehemiah. Remember, he looks around the ruins of Jerusalem. Remember, the gate and the walls of Jerusalem have crumbled down. Let's start rebuilding, they said, and they eagerly began work. And they said, listen to this, here we are. The children of Hazanah built the fish gate. They laid its beams, and they set up its doors, bolts, and bars. All right, so that's what they did. Let's turn the page. And Uzziel, Harara's son, one of the goldsmiths, made repairs next to them. And Hananiah, one of the perfumers, made repairs next to him. Are you hearing that? They're goldsmiths and they're perfumers. Next to them, Shallum, Halohesh's son, ruler of half the district of Jerusalem, made repairs along with his daughters. So there were women working alongside them. And then they say, and between the upper room of the corner and the sheep gate, the goldsmiths and the merchants made repairs. Okay, so here's what's important about that. All of these people, so there were three things that they could offer. They could offer time, energy, and talent, all right? So we hear these people offering their time, their energy, because it takes energy to build something, doesn't it? And their talents. So did you hear that some people made repairs? Did you hear that? Guess what? They didn't have the skill or the talent to put stones into place. That takes a stonemason, and you have to know what you're doing, and you have to put the mortar in and all of those things. Or to build maybe a gate, right? They had to know how to set that into the stone. But they were given some other important jobs to do, making repairs. So they were making repairs. So that means that maybe a latch, that's what a latch is, maybe a latch on a door was not quite working the way it was supposed to be working. And so they had to fix it. They said, could you go and fix that little bit there? Or a piece of wood maybe is not set quite right, so they might repair that. They did what they could to help. Should I say that again? They did what they could to help. And as more and more people came and helped with the building and the repairing of the walls and the gates around Jerusalem, Jerusalem was almost complete. So I'm going to hold up my placard again. I can give people hope when I give what I have. Right. So what kind of tools do you have to help build hope? That's what I was asking myself. What kind of tools do we have? Well, let's see. Right now, we have time. We always have time. And right now we have lots of time. So time, we have that. Words. We have words to help build hope. There's words. And you can share a story, or you can share a joke, or write a note to your teacher or to someone that you love. And another one, the third one, is we have actions. Actions, all right? So if you have enough food of your own, and if you don't, I want you to call the church office, 746-4119. We'll make sure you get some food. But if you have enough food of your own, maybe you could buy a jar of peanut butter or a jar of spaghetti sauce, and you could drop that off at our bread office right here in town. Right? So that's a good action. Skills. Skills is number 4. That's our 4th one. Could you draw a picture for someone who might be lonely right now? Could you maybe do that? Or sing a song for all of the people at the Manor or Mondell, and maybe you could post that to Facebook. You could get it videoed, and then you could post it to Facebook just for the people at Mondell and the Manor. So I'm going to remind you, when you use all of these tools that you have, time, words, actions, and skills, guess what? Hope shows up. Hope shows up because you're there. And I'm going to show you this. I can give people hope when I give what I have. And we have time, and we have words, and we have actions, and we have skills, and we have all those things that we can give. And remember this one, hope is the worst thing is never the last. And how do we know that? Because Jesus died and was resurrected by God. And that's how we know that. Amen? Amen.